That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Welcome back. I'll take you through East Hyrule and the rest of the game, and I'll show you how easy this shit is.
Okay.
Because you need save states to beat this. If I find out you use save states. Congrats if you actually made it to East Hyrule. Round of applause for you. Just kidding, you're still trash. Moving on, you want to start off by going to this tile. There's more XP. On the grass tiles, you're actually going to start running into Tektites, and they're immune to your sword, but guess what? We're not going to get the spell that's required to fight them. You know why? Fire spell's for pussies. If I catch you getting the fire spell. Anyway, head up to the cave, you'll fight some enemies in there. You can just downstep over the Tektites, and you'll be fine. You can move on with your merry day. When you reach the other side of the cave, head towards the right, but make sure to stick in the tree tile so you have to fight the eyeball enemies and get some extra XP instead of fighting the Tektites. Then welcome to Maze Island, but for now just follow this path I'm taking. You will fall down a pit. Once you're down here, quick tutorial on how to kill the Lizalfos. Yeah, no tutorial. It's basically the same as the Iron Knuckle, you just have to jump and do a lower stab in midair, if that makes sense. Once you do that, you'll rescue the child. How we ended up here, don't ask me questions. Make your way all the way to the left, but here I'll explain a quick glitch. There's gonna be 2 fight tiles on the way to town if you want to skip them. Get to 1 tile before the fight tile, then encounter an enemy over that tile. Once you leave the enemy encounter, you can actually hold up or whatever direction and you'll skip the fight sequence. Might as well, and you're gonna need to know for later. Anyway, when you're back in town, go to the 3rd screen and talk to this grandma. Then you'll get the reflect spell, which is actually required for the Maze Island Palace. Then you're gonna use jump spell on the 2nd screen of town, start jumping on these buildings, and then Super Mario your way into this house. You will get the up stab. Now make your way back to Maze Island Palace. So follow the path I'm taking in the video. You will fall into this pit, you'll get the 3rd magic container of the game. You will only have to do 1 fight sequence if you follow this path, and then you're basically there. Here's a map for reference.
It's time to stop.
To start off, Maze Island Palace works like this. It's split into 2 halves, the left side and the right side. You're going to want to go to the right side first because that's where the item lies and a bunch of keys. That'll set you up for success on the left side. You're going to encounter a lot of doom knockers and certain type of enemy you can only kill with the reflect spell.
Whoa, hey.
Yeah, I can't give any more clues to the joke I'm making otherwise. So make your way right, get the XP and kill these skeletons if you can. Head down the elevators, don't go all the way down, you want to stop here, go right. Make sure you make this jump, it'll make everything a lot easier. You can use jump spell, but if you're good enough, just wait till the last second to jump. Now there's gonna be a doom knocker in here, he usually likes to jump in the lava. After you get the key, you can try to get a magic spell out of here or get trolled. On the way back, if that doom knocker jumps into the pit, be careful, he'll respawn. But he can just do the same thing again. Make your way to the left, now you want to jump, but hug the right, you fall to the 2nd level. Kill these 2 skeletons, plus the blue iron knuckle, and you'll actually have the dungeon item already, the water boots I believe. Fall again, make sure you hug to the right. Again, another room with doom knockers and lava, so just be careful and grab the key. Now this room is very trollish. You want to equip jump spell and try to downstab the horse head, or you can just ferry your way across, but ferry costs a lot of magic. Head to this locked door, you're gonna head all the way left and not this room again. Anyway, like from the 3rd palace, just grab the key in here, but you can actually use upstab to your advantage this time, so it's not as bad, thankfully. And equip shield spell. Now, once you're done there, you can actually go back to the elevator, make your way all the way back to the beginning of the dungeon. You can actually refill your magic, leave, and then come back again. And then now we can conquer the 2nd half of this palace, which would be the left side.
Oh shit, here we go again.
You'll want to head left this time. Grab the key in this room. You're going to have to upstab and use the jump spell. Unlock the door, then pass this elevator. You'll encounter this room with 2 doom knockers and an XP bag. Make sure to grab the key in here. Then make your way back down to the elevator. Again, you'll have to choose left or right, but I recommend going right because there's 1 more key in this room that's very trollish with the horse heads. You can either get a magic refill or get trolled by the iron knuckle. Come all the way back left. Through the door and all the clansmen. Maneuver your way over the lava and the minesweeper enemies. Head down to the last locked door. 2 more rooms with a bunch of enemies, and then you're at the boss. And yeah. Pro tip, cast reflect spell before any other spell before fighting this guy, otherwise you will not be able to kill him. You literally just go in the corner and hold down and he'll basically off himself. Very easy. Great news! Preparation for the Ocean Palace is very short. Leave Maze Island, all you have to do is just head straight down until you reach this side. One of these pink tiles will contain a place that has more XP for you. Then make your way back up. What I like to do is spam to the right while walking up, and eventually one of the tiles will let you move all the way to the right, just slightly above the palace. Here you'll be walking in water, but this will contain a third heart piece of the game. Lastly, you can head back to the town where you normally acquire fire spell if you need to recover your magic and life. Otherwise, here we are at the Ocean Palace. That's it. No memes. I swear.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Ocean Palace is pretty big.
That's what she said!
I'm not gonna be able to take you through every room, but there are 2 rooms that you should not enter. I repeat, do not enter. If you see this room with lava and bagu bagus, or this room if you go all the way on the bottom floor and you see horse heads, run away. Both dead ends. Not much to Ocean Palace besides that, and also there's a lot of these guys, which are one of the best ways to get XP in this game. Enough stalling. To start off, you go through this room. This room you require fairy. You have to head back to grab the key, because you can't change out a fairy once you use it. Grab the XP bag in this room. Fight the Dark Knuckle, plus get through the locked door. Now in this elevator you head left. This room is going to be full of these guys, so take advantage of the XP. Grab the key in this room without trying to get bonked, but it's very annoying. Use the jump spell to mitigate the annoyance. Grab the magic refill here on the way. When you go down this second elevator, go left. When you encounter this elevator with the P bag above it, head down. Right below is the horse head room you don't want to go to, so stay away from that. Left side is the XP bag. Make sure you use jump spell and grab the key here while killing the Iron Knuckle. Keep making your way right until you encounter the blue Iron Knuckle, but you can just downstab over him or kill him if you're a badass. And yes, you're seeing this right, you have to jump through the wall. Should have known that, bozo. After passing through the wall, past this elevator, keep going all the way right, kill the skeleton in here, and you'll grab the key. Once you grab that key, head back to the elevator you originally passed in this area, go through the locked door. Clip shield spell because this room is ass. Make your way to the blue Iron Knuckle, and behind this locked door you will get the item, the flute. So basically make your way all the way back to where that P bag was above that elevator. You will head left, there's a locked door, go through it. Magic refill here, but you can save it for the boss later. Head down on this elevator, grab the XP, kill the mages. If you want to avoid the blue Iron Knuckle, you can jump up here, downstab to grab the key, and go back up, I mean. Make your way back. Straight up is the boss actually. The last locked door. Downstab over the blue Iron Knuckle, and we're at Goomba.
Are you retarded?
Yes. Goomba, I think his name is. He's pretty tough, so use your shield. Every time you hit him or he pulls out his mace and chain, jump away from him and to the left, and just basically repeat. He's not too bad. Just be careful, he does a lot of damage, and that's Ocean Palace for you. Well, not much left. We only have one more palace before the Great Palace. First, what you're gonna do is go to the River Devil right here.
Be gone, fuck!
You can only get rid of him by using the flute. Here you're gonna encounter 3 tiles that are like this, full of Lizalfos throwing rocks at you, and also Lizalfos chasing you. You can just run through here, it's not that hard. We have to do that 3 times, so I'm not showing all 3. Once you get here, you're gonna walk through the swamp into this cave, you'll get some XP. After that, head right towards this cave over here through the forest. Downstab over the Tektites and the Lizalfos, just kill them. Once you get here, you're gonna use your hammer, and you can actually find the hidden town of Kasudo. Once there, talk to the granny that walks out on the first screen, but you can only talk to her if you have the 3 previous magic containers, as this is the access to the 4th one, the final one. After that, walk into this house, the second screen with the fireplace. You will get the spell. No, I'm not kidding. Make your way to the edge of the town and use the spell. You will bring this giant house up from the ground, which actually has the magic key, which is from the first Zelda game actually. So we don't have to deal with keys in this dungeon. Let's go! Once you're done, make your way back to that cave and head south, and somewhere in this general area of the forest, there's another thing that gives you 500 XP on the tile, but I don't feel like showing that shit. Head south and to the right on this tile, you will get the 4th and final heart container. This is how you access the palace. Go into the middle of these 3 rocks, use your flute, but before doing that, you can actually get the final spell of the game. Here I would recommend using fairy, because yeah, it's easy to get knocked into and it's a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, you'll make it to the abandoned town, and there's invisible enemies that you should try to downstab, because you can't see them, you don't have the item to see them. Make your way to the first building, and you'll actually find the old man who'll give you the final spell, the thunder spell.
Fuck you!
Once you're done with that, then you can head back and start the hidden palace.
Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?
Yes. Unfortunately, in Hidden Palace, if you want to get a magic refill, every time you leave, you have to play the flute to get back in, so have fun with that. Hidden Palace also has a lot of dead ends and rooms you don't need to go into, as marked on the map. Ride all the way down here as these two rooms don't matter. Go to the locked door. Watch out with the Klansman. Kill the blue iron knuckle. Then jump all the way across and kill the other blue iron knuckle behind the locked door. Go through this room with some more Klansmen and shooting projectiles. Similar to the third palace, make sure you make this jump, unlike this idiot. Now this room is gonna have a lot of Klansmen and the guy up top shooting fire at you. The second tile, activate jump spell and jump over the gap, otherwise you're gonna fall in. And you have to come back up to that elevator where the Doom Knocker is in the previous room. And for some reason the boss from Palace 3 is back, so I'm not even gonna explain, just kill him. After that you'll get the cross, which actually allows you to see the invisible enemies that were hitting us back in the abandoned town. You do need this on the way to the Great Valley, trust me.
What do you mean by that?
You want to fall in the hole down below. Yeah, just kidding, you don't die. So you want to pass this room, and then the third level is where you want to go. And if you actually hug the right, you can do what I'm doing. You can literally walk above the ceiling and avoid that blue iron knuckle altogether. Now this room is pretty trollish, again, with the horse heads. Activate jump spell and downstab constantly, but this can still happen.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Anyway, after that, kill some more enemies. And in this room, you have to use fairy to get across. Make sure you have enough magic. Pass this elevator because there's no reason to go down it at all. So keep going right past the locked door. And once again, we have to fight the boss from Palace 3. Kill this idiot. Now, there's an extra life up there, but it's not really worth getting. So just fall in this hole. As soon as you fall in here, use your fairy spell here if you have enough magic. Now, we're actually at the boss. Equip shield spell and jump spell at the very least. If you have enough magic, you can also cast reflect spell. You will fight
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman.
Barba the Dragon.
Did you know that you have rights?
Barba's pretty easy.
Constitution says you do.
Just guess which hole he's gonna come out of and start spam stabbing, or you can jump stab him, and the reflex spell will actually block the fireballs, which is nice, but be careful because it can knock you back from one of those holes. Just stick to the platform I'm on. Boom, easy. We are nearing the final palace, the Great Palace. The Valley of Death is a true test to see whether you're competent or not at this game, but I'm going to show you how to get through this shit easily. To begin, once you enter this tile past the cemetery, you'll have to go through another Lizalfos thing from earlier. It's the same thing, just this Moa enemy here is an asshole, so kill him. Past that, you head down to the right, you will get a magic refill. Use this wisely. No turning back now. How the Great Valley works is there's going to be 3 tiles, and those 3 tiles are cancer. Fuck the mandatory tiles. Using the trick I discussed earlier to get to Darunia town, you're going to want to encounter an enemy over the tile that you're supposed to go to because it will overwrite it.
That's right, we're gonna cheat.
And it's also better to encounter the big goblin enemies because you'll have to deal with blue Lizalfos instead of these eye fuckballs. Make sure you kill every enemy before leaving that middle platform because you will get knocked into the lava.
That's no good.
So you're going to have to grudge your way through here. This is where the first tile is, the second tile. Then when you get to this cave, all you have to do is just kill some enemies, downstab over this scorpion, and downstab over the blue Zalfos. Then you're going to have to charge the third enemy tile by skipping it, and after passing the third required tile, you're going to have to go through another cave, just kill these 2 Lizalfos in here, and you're actually at the Great Palace. That's it. Definitely the easiest part of the game. What, were you expecting a Great Palace map?
You bet your sweet Bippy I did.
You really think I drew out this ginormous palace? I ain't doing that.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
I tried. Anyway, the condensed version of this palace, how it works. It's 4 floors. Every time you run to a split path on the elevator, you're gonna go left on the first floor, you go right on the second floor, you go right again on the third floor, and the final floor you go left. To start off bonus, all you have to do is make it to the Great Palace, and guess what? You respawn here if your dumbass dies here. You can abuse this magic trick tech that I totally told you about earlier.
We're gonna cheat.
So if you pre-select a spell, you put this on life spell, then as your magic's filling up, you spam your magic button, it will consume less magic, and sometimes you can use it twice, so abuse that. By going left, you'll run into the spicy chicken, just stab over him.
A chicken?
This room will have a fake hole here. These slimes are useful if you need the grind. Every 6 slime will drop a magic refill, the blue one, so make your way down to the second floor, you're gonna go right, go across this room, you'll encounter another spicy chicken, just downstab over him. And this room is pretty annoying because there's yellow horse heads plus blocks to break. It's so fun, you have to do it again. Now you're gonna encounter the second worst enemy in this game, the Fakas, or as we call them, the motherfuckers. I'll stop. The reason they're so bad, even if you get past them, they're still gonna hunt you down and jump, and they throw projectiles. So run away from this motherfucker. Here you should totally know that you need to go through the wall. Make sure you have enough magic to use jump spell because you can get very unlucky and keep getting the Fakas instead of the magic refill. After that, on the 3rd floor, make your way to the right. Another spicy chicken, down stab over him. This room's full of piranha plant wannabes and yellow horse heads. Another magic refill in this statue if you have enough to use jump spell. Now this room's pretty fun. Make sure you do the specific path and make sure at least up 4 blocks. This is the worst enemy in the game and you can cheese him right here.
Fuck you! I hope your whole family has a nice Christmas!
After that, make your way through this room full of lava. Another spicy chicken. Make sure you equip shield spell here and try to get past this asshole and run for your life.
Hello, we've been trying to contact you regarding your car's extended warranty.
Another wall you should totally know to go through, 50-50 magic or Faka. Save your magic, don't use light spell as this room will have a fairy to the right, but be careful. You need to make sure you down stab 3 blocks and not the one under the fairy. To the left is an extra life if you really need it. The 4th and final floor, make sure you go to the left. The last spicy chicken in the game. Break one of these blocks in this room with the yellow horse head, you'll fall through the pit. Get ready to upstab here. Now in this room, make sure to fall into the pit in the middle. Believe it or not, we're at the final boss, Thunderbird.
That a chicken?
No.
Make sure you use Thunder Spell first. If you use all your magic spells and don't have enough for Thunder, you can't kill him. So use Thunder Spell, then use Shield, Jump, and Reflect. Reflect Spell actually blocks his fireballs. Jump Spell makes it easier to hit him in the headpiece here, and he's not that hard, so just kill him. And you have beaten Zelda 2. Just kidding, a little bit more to go. I would recommend going back left here. There's 2 parts in this room that can have the magic jar or the Faka, so go back if you need them. Yes, there's actually another boss. There's the final boss. You won't believe who it is.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition!
Yeah, everyone knows it's Dark Link. And this is how you beat him. Look, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna crouch in the corner, stab him to death. There's nothing you can do about it. That's all you do. With that, you have defeated Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, and now we can get it on with Zelda. That's it for Zelda 2, the easiest Zelda game in the series. I didn't even game over once. You wouldn't have known Ganon's even in this game. Hopefully this helped someone or you just found it enjoyable. Check out part 1 if you haven't. Thanks for watching.